this week. I hear you guys talk about opportunities all the time, but this is one. You win one, you get into the postseason.
Yeah, we've kind of been talking amongst ourselves and with some coaches. It's kind of like a playoff game. You got to win to get the next one, and we're going to come out hungry. With that last week's loss is really tough on us, and just coming back, kind of pissed off. We got to figure out what to fix and how to do it, and with the short week, everything's accelerated, so it's gonna be fun to try to figure out ways to keep going and keep pushing through all these mistakes. So,
you pick up anything from the Washington State week where you were kind of in this truncated situation of preparation that you can use this week with another short week?
It's really just as simple as you got to kind of speed everything up a day. Whether it was you split your work, a little bit, further apart from now you got to condense everything a little bit more. So that's really the only thing, with film study and drawing up the plays and all that stuff. So, just trying to condense everything is really the only adjustment.
What are you seeing out of UCLA's secondary? Seems like they got a lot of guys that had a lot of stars next to their names, but they've been really inconsistent.
Yeah, they're great athletes. That's just UCLA. They got great players in every position, and they all can run, make plays. It's going to be a good challenge for us. How well can we get open, and how well can I throw with good time and anticipation and accuracy. It's going to be a great challenge for us. So if they're, inconsistencies, that's the past. That's a new week. That's kind of the way I look at it. They can come out and play great now. So it's going to be a great challenge for us.
How impatient are you to just get back on the field after the way the Stanford game ended?
Yeah, it was a heartbreaker. I'm not going to sit here and just, we're on to the next week. Tell you, it hurt. It still hurts. I think it always will. But, it's one of those things where you got to take it and use it as a motivation to work harder and to not let that happen again. It's, as anybody knows, it's not fun losing, especially to our rival. And, we have another rivalry game coming up, so we want to make sure we put our best foot forward and, just try to put ourselves in the best position to win.
Outside of the program, there weren't a ton of people who thought you guys would be in this situation, a chance to go to a bowl game. Inside, did you guys always think this was a possibility?
Yeah, this is going to sound, I don't want this to sound bad, this is kind of like a letdown, how many games we've lost and the way we've lost. And, I'm sure there's a lot of guys, including myself, with our personal performances, we'll be the first ones to tell you how disappointed or, mad we are about it. But, for the outside public, we never really listen to all that stuff. Everyone tries to either use it as, you got to use that as motivation, and they're not here with us every day. They don't come to practice every day, and we're just trying to, trust trust the coaching and trust what they've taught us, and it's been great so far to help us get 5 wins. And that's what we got to just keep trusting them and keep putting in the right amount, or the right work. That's all it is, and just trying to figure out what we can do better. It's just look internally and how can we help the team, and that's really it.
What was your Saturday night and Sunday like, especially after that last play?
Yeah, it's kind of like you'd think. Not hanging out with too many people and not really trying to have too much fun. It was my birthday the day after, and that was probably the worst birthday I've had. And that's it's tough. I'm not here for a pity party or trying to cry me a river, but it sucked. It's not fun.
What did you do for your birthday?
I was just hanging out, just watching TV and just hanging out.
Just stayed home, even though mom and dad had just up the road.
Yeah, no, they wanted to come see me, and I was just, didn't really feel like seeing anybody. They did make me feel a little better. They brought me some food and all that, and brought my dog, so that was nice.
Oh, that's therapy animal.
There you go. got to be with him, and so that was nice, just kind of having him with me and all that stuff. I wasn't very much fun to be around for that weekend. So
what kind of dog is it?
Golden Retriever.
What's the name?
Buck.
Buck?
Yeah, he's a good guy.
You mentioned how much talent UCLA has. Have you been able to see anything on tape as to why they're having so much trouble stopping the run? Because they do have talent all over the field.
There's a lot of little things you can correct, with all that type of stuff, but they're kind of like everybody else. It's if you're committed to a goal and have everyone do their job, it usually works out. But it only takes one to kind of mess everything up for everybody. So it can be, a whole bunch of different things. So I'll be interested to see how they're going to come out. I know they're coming out hot. Especially with losing their coach. I'm sure they're they're just as mad about their season as we are. So they're going to try to get that 6th win just like us, and it's going to be a really hard-fought game. So I'm looking forward to it.
How much have you noticed Rosen when you watch crossover film?
I haven't watched him. I've watched him before our games. If we're just watching him, stuff like that. He's phenomenal talent, obviously, and hopefully he doesn't have a phenomenal day.
I've heard a lot of people talk about just simply his arm talent, but in watching him, I know you're not trying to scout him, but in watching him, do you see other little things there that have made him so successful?
Yeah, no, you can learn something just from watching anybody, and he's, a very, very talented, quarterback, so I could learn a lot just watching him, and, he's really good in the pocket, he's calm, and, makes some smart plays, so it's just kind of what I've taken away from watching him, and, he's a good player, so.
He wears a decent number, too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ross.
Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it.